Buckingham Palace is the London residence and administrative headquarters of the monarch of the United Kingdom. Located in the city of Westminster, the palace is often at the center of state occasion and royal hospitality. It has been a focal point for the British people at times of national rejoicing and mourning. Originally known as Buckingham House, the building at the core of today's place was a large townhouse built for the Duke of Buckingham in 73, on a site that had been in private ownership for at least 150 years. It was acquired by King George III in 1761 as a private residence for Queen Charlotte and became known as the Queen's House. During the 19th century, it was enlarged principally by architects John Nash and Edward Blore, who constructed three wings around the central courtyard. Buckingham Palace became the London residence of the British monarch on the accession of Queen Victoria in 1837.
Trafalgar Square is a London square dedicated to the memory of the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805, when the Royal Navy of Horatio Nelson defeated the combined fleets of France and Spain. In this square there are many statues of famous historical people like Horatio Nelson, General Charles James Napier, and General Henry Havelock. In 2015, a new statue, the Gift Horse, was installed. It is a model of a horse's skeleton. The National Gallery is an art museum in the north side of Trafalgar Square in the city of Westminster, in central London. Founded in 1824, it houses a collection of over 2,300 paintings. It came into being when the British government bought 38 paintings from John Julius Angerstein in 1824. With more than 2,000 paintings, it has the strong point of having one work of a great European master. From the Middle Ages to Post-Impressionism, with a complete overview of the most important episodes of the Italian, Flemish, Dutch, Spanish, and the French, and of course English schools. Today, among the most famous paintings there are the Arnolfino portrait by Jean Manet, the Virgin of the Rocks by Leonardo da Vinci, the Ambassadors by Hans Holbein, and the Sunflowers by Vincent van Gogh.
Big Ben is located on the north bank of the Thames, and it is the symbol and image of London. Big Ben is generally called the entire clock tower of Westminster, but more precisely the Big Ben is the name of one of the main bolts of the great clock. The Big Ben Tower is tied to a fire that destroys most of the Parliament. The bell rings every quarter of an hour, and its sound is heard within a radius of about 2 kilometers.
St. Paul's Cathedral is an Anglican cathedral and the mother church of the Diocese of London. It sits on the Ludgate Hill, at the highest point of the city. Its dedication to Paul the Apostle. The present cathedral was designed in the English Baroque style by Sir Christopher Wren. Its height more than 100 meters, and it was the tallest building in London. St. Paul is the second largest church building in the area of the United Kingdom after Liverpool Cathedral. The present cathedral was rebuilt after the Great Fire of London, and service began in 1679 and finished in 1708. Wren's design combined neoclassic, Gothic and Baroque elements, and attempt to symbolize the ideal of both English Restoration and the 17th century scientific philosophy.
Westminster Abbey, formerly titled the Collegiate Church of St. Peter at Westminster, is a large mainly Gothic abbey church in the city of Westminster. It is situated just to the west of the Palace of Westminster. It is one of the United Kingdom's most notable religious buildings and the traditional place of coronation. Since the coronation of William the Conqueror in 1066, all coronation of English and British monarchs have been in Westminster Abbey. The abbey became the coronation site of Norman kings. Then it's been rebuilt, the abbey in Anglo-French Gothic style as a shrine to venerate King Edward and is a suitably regal setting for Erin's own tomb, under the highest Gothic nave in England. The work continued between 1245 and 1517 and was largely finished by the architect Henry Yeveley in the reign of Richard II. In the Westminster Abbey was celebrated the funeral of Lady Diana, Princess of Wales.
The British Museum was founded in 1753, the first national public museum in the world. From the beginning, it granted free admission to all studious and curious persons. Visitor numbers have grown from around 5,000 a year in the 18th century to nearly 6 million today. In the early part of the 19th century, there were a number of high-profile acquisitions. These include the Rosetta Stone, the Townley collection of classical sculpture, and the Parthenon sculpture. It's no surprise that you could easily spend the whole day in the British Museum and still have thousands of artifacts left to explore. The British Museum is one of the London's most popular museums, thanks to its stunning architecture and the remarkable collection of over 8 million artifacts that span more than 2 million years of human history, from painting and sculpture to mummies, jewelry, and architectural design and more.
Kensington Palace is a royal residence set in Kensington Gardens, in the royal borough of Kensington and Chelsea in London. It has been a residence of the British royal family since the 17th century. Kensington Palace was originally a two-story Jacobean mansion built by Sir George Coppin in 1605, and in summer of 1689, William and Mary bought Nottingham House for £20,000. Today, the state rooms are open to the public and managed by the independent charity Historic Royal Palaces. The palace displays many paintings and other objects from the royal collection. Nowadays, Kensington Palace is a touristic attraction because of the famous galleries and gardens which are visited by tourists from all over the world.